Hello everyone, the Minute Blessed Meditation here, and it is Monday, February the 24th. We're getting very close to Lent, so I hope you're working on, what you're going to do for Lent. Just don't wait till Ash Wednesday, right? And then you kind of feel behind the eight ball and then it doesn't happen. So easy because of the way we are. So, spend a few moments in your prayer thinking about what am I going to do for Lent. Okay, from the first reading, now it's the book of Sirach, chapter 1. All wisdom is from the Lord, and with him it remains forever. Wisdom, I'm going to paragraphs. Wisdom was created before all of the things, and prudent understanding from eternity. The knowledge of wisdom, to whom was it manifested, and her abundant experience, who has understood it? So wisdom is a gift, but it's also here in the book of Sirach. It's personified. Wisdom is personified, and this is sort of in a very seemingly abstract way, but personified, speaking about the Son of God, who is the wisdom of God, right? So the second person of the Holy Trinity. But wisdom as a gift is what I want to focus on for our purposes here. But you can certainly reflect on, wisdom as being reference to the second person of the Trinity, the Word became flesh, and so on. But wisdom is a gift that's given to us. It's given in baptism, but the fullness of it is given in confirmation. But many people don't act wisely, right? The gift is given to us, but it kind of remains dormant or remains it's unused. So it's only going to be effective for us if we actually use it. Grace is received by the receiver according to the mode of the receiver, so says St. Thomas Aquinas. So wisdom basically is a gift whereby we realize the emptiness of earthly things. Doesn't mean they're not important, but relatively speaking, they are empty, they're passing away, so they serve a purpose. And basically, we understand with the gift of wisdom that spiritual things are of the highest good. And without this gift, we are very prone to become indifferent to spiritual realities or spiritual matters, and we do not perform mortifications, which isn't the same. Some people diet, but that's not a mortification. If you deny yourself food for the purposes of offering reparation to Jesus and denying your senses to follow Christ more faithfully, that's a mortification. So this is what the gift of wisdom helps us with. It's really important. And if you've been baptized, you have the gift of wisdom, but you have to call upon it. You have to, and if you're confirmed, even more so. But many of us are not wise. Many confirmed Catholics never go to Mass. That's not wisdom. They don't make time to pray. That's not wisdom. It's actually very earthly and very temporal. And yet they have this grace that's just dormant. And if we're not careful, it can even die. If we commit mortal sin over and over and over again, maybe we become to the point where we won't turn ourselves over to God. So wisdom is really important. It's the first of the gifts, right? So for wisdom, understanding, counsel, knowledge, fortitude, piety, and fear of the Lord. Wisdom is the first. So the first is always important in God's word. It's like the first beatitude, the first commandment, the first of the gifts. Okay, to the gospel. It's the transfiguration experience, Mark chapter 9. Jesus, Peter, and James came to the mountain to rejoin the other disciples. So they've already been up on transfiguration. When they came to the disciples, they saw a great crowd around them and some scribes around them arguing with them. So basically, this is the argument where, what are you arguing about with them? So someone in the crowd said, "Teacher, I brought you my son. He has a spirit that makes him unable to speak, so they can't exorcise the boy." So Jesus basically says it seems to be one of the few times where he doesn't, but he almost seems to lose patience or he becomes frustrated with them. "You faithless generation," he says. It's not a very good compliment. It's not a compliment, right, to his apostles. "You faithless generation, how much longer must I be among you? How much longer must I put up with you? You don't get anything I tell you." So he brings the boy, he exorcises him. And the apostles, who were just so open to the Lord, say, "Why couldn't we do it when they're in private?" And he says, this is what's key to us. Let's see, I got to find it here because I don't have it underlined. basically says, why could we not cast it out? This kind can only come out through prayer and fasting. So you see, linking it back to the importance of wisdom. Wisdom teaches us that we need to offer mortification, we need to fast, we need to pray. And we're on the eve of Lent. So without these, we become saturated, we want our senses satiated, and we're in a distraction economy. So this is very important for us to pay attention to. If you want to be open to the supernatural realities, the spiritual realities, to following Jesus, you need to pray for wisdom. Pray for it. Ask Jesus for it. And think about what you're going to do for the season of Lent. Okay, God bless you.